This Retro Tech Toys episode is sponsored by SimplicityInformationSystems.com. If you need Mac service or support, network installation and support, or web hosting, Simplicity Information Systems can get you sorted out. We'd like to thank them for loaning us the Tandy portable that we're using on today's episode. Make sure to send John a message over at SimplicityIS.com and let him know that Retro Tech Toys sent you by. Welcome back to Retro Tech Toys. The whole month of September for retro creators is something called Tandy, and that's where we take some Tandy and RadioShack systems and we take a closer look at them throughout the entire month of September. And I'm really excited about the lineup that I have for this month. Definitely participating. I didn't get to participate much last year, but I'm absolutely taking advantage of this year, as Tandy is one of my favorite computer companies in the retro world. And I'm very thankful that a good buddy was able to loan me the system that we're going to be checking out today. I'm really excited about this, so let's get started. Many of us can agree that Tandy released some pretty good PC compatibles, including the Tandy 1000EX, HX, and SX, and the Tandy Sensation. What some of you may not know is that they also had an early start in the world of portables. While these weren't quite the laptops that we all know today, these notebook-style computers filled a substantial gap that existed at the time. But we'll talk about that more in a moment. In 1983, Tandy unveiled the TRS-80 Model 100 portable computer. It featured a keyboard and liquid crystal display, all packed into a battery-powered device about the size of a large book or notepad. This machine was made by Kyocera and first sold in Japan, though Tandy purchased the rights in light of poor sales reported by Kyocera. Now let's take a brief look under the hood of this fascinating little machine. The TRS-80 Model 100 debuted in 1983 at a cost of $1,099 for the 8K model, which is equivalent to roughly $2,800 in today's money. 24K versions were also available for $1,399 US. This little powerhouse featured an Intel 80C85 processor running at 2.4 MHz, up to 32K of RAM, 8-line 40-character LCD, and a 56-key keyboard with 8 programmable function keys. 4 dedicated command keys were also available. One thing I'll say is that the keyboard is actually really nice to type on. It feels complete, it feels like a full-size keyboard, and the keys themselves have a really nice amount of travel. The unit is powered by 4 AA batteries, or you could use the external 6-volt power adapter. The Model 100 weighed in at just over 3 pounds, which was pretty lightweight if you compare it to other portables at the time, such as the Commodore SX64, which was more of a luggable. The base Model 100 included a built-in 300 baud modem, parallel port, RS-232 serial port, barcode reader input, cassette I/O, and a real-time clock. Expansion was also available via System Bus Interface DIP socket, located under the machine. Tandy boasted that the TRS-80 Model 100 portable computer could run up for up to 20 hours on a set of AA batteries. The computer originally required alkaline batteries, although a hardware modification supposedly made it compatible with rechargeable nickel-cadmium battery. Unfortunately, the only mass storage solution available at the time was a Tandy-branded portable disk drive. The drive was notoriously awful, often requiring multiple attempts to read a tape. In 1986, a serial drive was introduced as an alternative. This allowed 100K of data to be stored on a 3.5-inch double-density floppy. Other add-ons included a video interface expansion that gave the portable a CRT video adapter and the ability to store up to 180K on a disk. If you wanted to, you could also back up your data to your main computer using the Model 100's modem or RS-232 serial port. Despite limited storage options at launch, later add-ons helped to make the Model 100 a pretty desirable, useful machine. Not only could you carry it anywhere, you could also power it on for long periods of time with 4 standard AA batteries. This was a game changer for people who needed computing power on the go. When a user first powers on the machine, they're met with a menu of programs and files, as well as the current date and time. The operating system is a custom ROM firmware-based system that boots with the flick of a power switch. And if you are running a program when you power down, it'll be right there waiting for you instantaneously. The system's 32K read-only memory contains Microsoft Basic 80, which included great support for the computer's hardware. Also included on the ROM is a telecom terminal application, address and phone organizer, and a text editor. The main draw for the Model 100 came in the form of journalists who could type up to 11 pages of text with the ability to transmit their work directly to their editor via the built-in modem and the telecom function. But journalists weren't the only people who were crazy about this machine. Due to the lack of vents, low maintenance needs, and portability, it was also used heavily in research labs as a programming terminal to control various instruments. It was one of Tandy's most popular computers for quite some time. Tandy sold the Model 100 at RadioShack locations throughout the US and Canada, and via licensed dealers overseas. Selling more than 6 million units worldwide, the Model 100 definitely made a name for itself. Despite shifting 6 million plus units, Tandy claimed that the portable had only achieved moderate sales. The successor of the Model 100, the Tandy 200, was released in 1984, featuring a variety of improvements, including a higher RAM expandability and a flip-up 80-column screen, which made it more of a laptop. That said, if not for the boldness of the TRS Model 100, who knows what future innovation may not have occurred. It was truly a wonderful device that filled an important need for journalists and other professionals who required something small and powerful for fieldwork. As I said, the entire month of September is referred to as Septandy. Be sure to check out the Septandy hashtag here on YouTube for other great videos from retro creators around the world. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Retro Tech Toys. For more content just like this, be sure to like and subscribe, and also consider hitting the notification bell to be notified of new episodes. It's completely free, and it's a really good way to support this channel. Thank you so much for watching Retro Tech Toys, be safe, and we'll see you next time.